Hey everyone, Colin here, and wanted to give you this update on NIO. Um, I would like to say this is the road back to the top, and um, we've been looking at NIO now for the past week, and we see that NIO has really battled with this $60 to $67 range, and let me show you the reason for that. All we have to do is look left. And we can see, and this is on the weekly time frame at that, so there was certainly loads of support and resistance right around this area, right? Let's look left and let's see how many touch points we have in this kind of zone right here in this candle, right around $65. That's one touch point. The very next candle as well, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, um, 9, 10 when you include the where the candle bodies actually close for these two candles over here. So we're talking about 10 touch points here at this, let's say 60 to $68 range. So I know that for the past week you've probably been looking at NIO and saying, oh my goodness, why do we seem stuck in this area? We've constantly been bouncing between $65 and like $59, $58. But that is the reason why, guys, right? Because obviously when something was major resistance um, before, and this many times this level has been major support and resistance, so it's no surprise, or it should be no surprise to us now, why we're getting this kind of action around here. We zoom down to a smaller time frame, so we see that there's been, I mean, just look at this, right? This is resistance here, resisted us again, we got support, resisted us, support, resisted, support, right? So there's been just loads and loads of battling here, and that's because of everything that happened in the past. And so, it won't be long before we cross through this area as well, because this whole thing is going to look like a big bowl by the time it's done. Okay, it's going to look like one big bowl, and that's how everything happens. Everything happens in waves, right? Everything happens in waves. So we've begun the return to the top of this wave that started over here a few years ago, 3 years ago. So here we go. All right, guys. And once we get through that, we look again for some resistance, some turbulence here around $90, somewhere between $90 and $95, somewhere around there, give or take 10%. Anywhere between $90 and $100, I guess, right? Next level we're looking at is in between the $120 to $130 range, okay? And at some point, one of these, we're going to have a pretty big retracement. And when I say a big retracement, I'm really just talking about maybe 20 to 30%. And I treat those as very good buying opportunities. All right, so you can look out for those, because once we've started our move like this, there is an extremely slim chance that we're going to come back down to this 23 level, right? If especially once we cross the 38, okay? Even around here, it's not impossible to get a last kind of flush out and retest at this $50 level and then come back up. But these days of 20 to 30 bucks, I really don't expect to see those again anytime soon. So right now it's about keeping this support level, and especially above here. This is very significant at this $54, $55 level, right? But this is why we're battling right here now, because of what happened in the past. We will get through it, and those are the other kind of speed bumps that will happen. They're not roadblocks, they're only speed bumps. But ultimately, guys, it's NIO back to its all-time high of $193. All right, guys, stay encouraged.